welcome back. Like I mentioned in last week's video, I split this recording up because it was ungodly long. I also skipped through a big portion because one of the characters just keeps talking. He just keeps talking nonstop. I'll probably narrate over that. I don't know. But here's the trial. If you're looking for how to do it, find a different video, sorry. Or go frame by frame. But here's the video. Heyo, welcome to the trial of little whatever it is. Oh, that was flashing. The prosecution is prepped and ready for your honorable tyranny. The prosecution will now show the court that Daria John Jett stole filthy rainbow drinker contraband from the jade lockers, defiled it, and acted like a degenerate criminal just in general. The prosecution will now call to stand their first witness. Whoa, slow down, Speedy McGee. You haven't given the itty-bitty lowbloods an opportunity to get a word in. Oh, of course, Your Honor. How rude of me. Ha ha ha. Hey, Joe, who you calling up first witness? Me? Yes, are you deaf? Quick, you're holding up the court. This will set a tone of the trial. It's a big decision. Dizius, what do you think? This is your show. I'm moving this. My role is merely advisory. Okay, how about what is your deal? Sit. Sit. Okay. How about... Sure. Tyrone. Eat. Nice choice. But you promised you wouldn't have to test. I did not. I did no such thing. Don't worry, I won't ask you anything incriminating. Empress, give me strength. Time's a ticking, bitches. I'll talk. Look, I'm not really comfortable doing this. I prefer to work behind the scenes, if you know what I mean. Naturally. Like the great terologian of the dire empiricist troll Thomas Hobbes once said, tealbloods are better never seen nor heard. That is how you know the empire is thriving. Efficiently, decisively, lethally, on the back of our invisible labor. But we're not here to talk about you. We're here to talk about the unfortunate melodramatic afflictions typical of our cloistered sisters to stay on topic. So stay on topic. Look, I don't know what you think I saw. If you saw nothing, then you have nothing to lose by telling us the truth. Are you kidding? This is a courtroom. I have everything to lose by telling the truth. Like my life. In normal circumstances, that's true. But we're running a little experiment here. An experiment? Yeah, a kinder, gentler make of Gizmo, honey. Go sit on the couch. Go over there. Go. That way. Okay. We're practicing a policy of innocent until proven guilty. That sounds almost blasphemous. We know how... What? We know how to have fun, don't we, Your Honorable Tyranny? Yeah, no need to be afraid, buddy. Come and prove your innocence. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. It's not that I knew the pages were missing, that is. I mean, at the time, I didn't know that the Jades were carrying around a forbidden book. I thought they were arguing about some silly romance novel. Not that I overheard their argument, that is, haha. Not explicitly. I'm not that kind of creep who would just listen on private conversations on purpose or anything. I've just never seen one in real life before. But I'm not a stalker. Oh, I bet she knows something. There are a couple tools in the lacerator's docket you can use for an effective trial. If the witness says something suspicious, confusing, or just plain weird, you can press them for more info. Or, if the witness makes a statement you can dispute with concrete evidence, you can present that evidence to the court. But you've got to put some thought into the evidence you're presenting. If you present something that has nothing to do with the case, you'll piss off the court. And it won't work if you present your evidence to the wrong statement either. Mess it up too much and you'll bore his honorable tyranny and the trial gets thrown out. So if you ever get stuck, just press the hint button. Wow, that sounds pretty exciting. I'll give it a shot. Okay, take it from the top. Well, you see, it was a total accident that I found the missing pages. Not that I know the pages were missing, that is. I mean, didn't know. Not that I overheard their arguments, not explicitly. I'm not that kind of creep. Okay, so okay, this one? You know what this is. What? I have never seen anything like that before in my life. You've never seen a magazine? That's right. And there's nothing you can prove that I have. It's not like you could mind control me. She's lying. What do I do? She just told you. Use mind... Oh, okay. Use mind control. Okay. Mind control isn't mad. Well, true. The art of using TK to trigger chemical response. Okay. Same chemicals can easily be hijacked with words instead. You figure out the motive. Now bring home the intent. I've never seen such a magazine before in my life. No, I can't. Can't make this. Okay. She's kind of right. Unless she tells the truth, we don't have anything. We have more than you think. Talk to these little assholes before the trial, too. Use your memory. I'll bet that all of them told you something they shouldn't have. Real life earlier. It's safe to say she didn't actually mean a magazine. Is it really that unusual for Jades to leave? I mean, for the cloistered ones, yeah, but there are non-cloistered Jades too. So she was talking about something else. I wonder what she meant. Okay. That one? You're trying to trick me. It won't work. You've never seen a magazine. Subject has been, I'm most concerned. Magazines. Okay. Old paper. Up. There's so much here. Maybe you want to rephrase your statement. Seen that one. What's the holdup? I think it's about the book. What am I looking for? Should be easy to narrow them down. Of somewhat. Where's Pretty boy douche canoe. Yes. Oh, I think I get it now. Don't you think Link looks like one of the boys on the cover? So you do know what this magazine is about. You're lying. Who doesn't know what Hatched to Dance are? They were hatched only to dance and are very good at it. Okay. So boy band, been pre-approved for cushy military positions when they hit 9 sweeps so they can continue their music careers while serving the Empire. Well, except for, oops, I've said too much. No, you haven't. Keep going. I didn't want to believe it was true, but there's a rumor that Actius is going to get cold soon. He's been dissing Triz's selfies on Chitter, so she's going to send bots after him in their next gig. It's not fair. This is going somewhere. It's just that, you see, Actius is my bias. What? My bias. Everything is clear now. Actius is, oh, her waifu. Oh. Okay. Oh, it's this guy. Just as a warrior cannot reveal his waifu except to true comrades or true rivals, a member of the Hatched to Dance battalion cannot let their bias ship slip accidentally. To do so would be foolish as baring your neck to an enemy. A male jade blood. You don't see one of those every day. So you were following Branya and her friends around because Link looks like your favorite singer? I don't know how to say this guy's name. What are you huffing at? And I was hoping to get my hands on that magazine article for self-torture scrapbook, but as I saw Lynera confiscate it shortly after we boarded, and I didn't want to get caught breaking into her locker, so when I saw someone smuggling paper into the load gaper, I thought, hold up, you saw who stashed the pages in the bathroom? Didn't exactly see it per se. The train was under the mountain at the time. We did go through a tunnel? If we did, I guess it must have been when we were in the first car. There were so many people I couldn't see out the windows. If that's true, now we have an exact timeline for the crime, don't we? You're right. Thank you, Tirona. Your testimony really helped us out. In that case, can I go now? Yeah, buddy, scuttle along. Interesting. She was talking about your friend's party, right, Zephyros? It sounds like Critia's party is going to be a mess. From what I know, Damek and Critia have been up to Hatch to Dance drama as the last reason Treza would have our place raided. But we have to focus on the trial right now, or we're going to be stuck in this car forever. I think it's time to talk to little Miss Camp Counselor. Well chosen. Branya, you're up next. If that's what you want, I already told you that I won't speak against my girls. And Link. Yes, caste loyalty is a laudable attribute in any loyal subject to the Empire. However, in this case, silence may be more damning than any testimony you could give. What do you mean? I have in my hands a personal notes grub, which happened to be running at the precise moment that your group's adorable little schism kicked up. Gasp. Wow. Your Honorable Tyranny, the prosecution would like to submit in lieu of testimony the defendant's own words. Is that allowed? In court, my dude. Anything goes if it pleases the judge. Yeah, just tickle me. Entertain, Gobes. What? It's your choice, Miss Branya. Test your wits against two completely untrained lacerators participating in farce trial, or put faith in the truth, but I warn you the truth is cleansing light, more powerful than the sun, and I don't think you're a rainbow drinker. Nice one, Stells. I'm Twitter-pated. Thanks, I stole that one from you. Oh, this is gross. So what's it gonna be, champ? Very well, we will play the recording. Oh, this is bad. Or is it bad? I can't tell. Hard to tell either way. Unlike the last witness, you won't be able to fluster them with their incriminating evidence. Anything you present must be absolutely and without a doubt irrefutable. Would everyone just calm down? We are calm. Oh, this is the conversation we had at the beginning. Okay. So the beginning conversation. Branya herself, in her own words, suspected that Daria was the one who defiled the book. I think that's an oversimplification of a very complicated situation. What does Branya think? Well, that says it all. It does sound pretty clear-cut. But it's obvious that Branya was just trying to stop the argument at any cost. Totally, but that sort of free-from psychological analysis doesn't fly in court. Listen again, there will be a detail that stands out, I promise. We are still doing this. Okay. Sure. Wait. Before continuing, I'd like the court to examine Branya's itinerary for the trip. Let's see it then. Objection. Your Honorable Tyranny, I don't see what relevance this line of inquiry has to do with the case. It feels suspiciously like stalling for time. Thought you liked a tight itinerary. Zizi, no, don't air out our laundry like that in a public court. Keep your shirt on. I meant it literally. Branya here was one who established the initial timeline for the case. Don't you want to make sure she's dotted all the proverbial I's and slashed all the metaphorical T's? You know that I have a weakness for grammatic punctiliousness and, well, fastidiousness in general. That's why I've carefully pressed hidden coffee rings into every notebook you've owned. Oh. Love to see this kind of stuff. You didn't even let me explain. If you look at the first item on the itinerary, you'll find reference to the term accountability. What's an accountability? Ah, well, that's when friends learn about being responsible together. Responsibility is she makes us hold hands every time we go anywhere together. Oh, that's humiliating. Humiliating? Yes. If I never have to feel Linaira's clammy, sweaty palms of mine again, it would be too soon. Hey! So you're saying Linaira was your accountability buddy? Unfortunately. Which would make Wanshi Darius? Yes, we have so much fun together. No, we don't. Branya, I want to be absolutely clear on where everyone was and when. Can you tell us about your accountability buddy system in a little more detail? Well, I don't see how it could hurt. I assure you. Assignment of accountabilities is standard practice. Our cloister does not currently experience the kind of problems that would cause me to be suspicious of my friends. There is no special reason behind it besides a way to keep track of special duties. And since you asked, I can confirm that the accountability buddy pair-ups on this trip were 1. Lank and Linaira, 2. Wanshi and Daria. These were decided by Linaira and I ahead of time. Have I answered all your questions? To be honest, not really. Would you mind going over all that again? Oh, of course. It would be my pleasure to waste as much of your time as possible. I assure you. Assignment of accountability buddy. Oh, I hate that. does not currently experience any kind of... There is no special reason behind it besides to keep track of special duties. Since you asked, I can confirm the accountability pair-ups are as such. I have no idea what this is supposed to mean. Embarrassing yourself. There's no special reason behind it besides a way to keep track of special duties. Okay. Try that. Okay. Which one's security? Let's try that. Okay, so no. Kind of special duties. Normal responsibilities like handing out snacks, taking care of the locker key, doing bed checks, keeping track of luggage, leading the travel games and group sing-alongs, etc. Of course I do. It's just that everything is more fun if you're doing it with a buddy, even the morning chores. Okay, what about the keys now? The accountability pair-ups are responsible for taking care of the locker keys? Yes. Aha. What now? Torona said she saw the thief stealing into the bathroom. It says here in your itinerary there was a key with lunar and length from 15:15 to 15:45, but Tirana saw the thief make off with the book while the train was going under a tunnel at 15:40. So it means Daria had no way of getting into the locker during that time frame when the book was stolen, meaning she must be innocent. Right? That's right, isn't it? Why isn't anyone saying anything? Okay. And I must vigorously reiterate. Ha. Is that really the conclusion you've drawn from the evidence presented with this rich tapestry of potential indiscretion laid bare before you? Gizmo's drinking water right now. Yes? Incredible. Oh, Tisius, this is exhilarating. Why didn't you tell me? The pure jolt of adrenaline that one feels when seeing wrinkled in someone's argument, preparing to decisively, irrecoverably, methodically iron it out? Stop drawing it out, Stells. You're making a mockery of the court. I'm not the one making a mockery of this sacred institution. Your so-called defense can't possibly be taking this seriously. The condition in which these lockers were discovered. Well, darn. The thief used force to obtain their quarry. Okay. Cool. All you've done is prove your client's guilt. Well, whatever clever rhetorical feint will you whisper in your protege's ear this time, Tisius? Wonderful question. What do you have to say for yourself, my trusty protege? Well, we don't know how the locker was broken into, so we can't prove anything definitively yet. Right? Wrong? We do in fact know that the means of burglary... Oh, well... What now? Oh no, Joey. Maybe Daria did do it after all. No, we can't give up just like that. You know, we just met like half an hour ago. No offense, but it's weird how invested you are in all this. It's not right. Tough shit. Excuse me, everyone. Why are you fighting me when I'm trying to help you? But I'm just saying, this seems more like a personal problem than anything to do with me. So what if it is? I don't like this kangaroo court. I don't like seeing people get taken advantage of for the amusement of others. I'm going to blow this case wide open and prove the truth, no matter what. An admirable goal, but how do you intend to do that when the issue is so cut and dry? Surely you don't happen to miraculously have an item in your possession that suggests another culprit. Maybe I do. Okay, that wasn't helpful. It's not the tape, it's not that. It might be the nail polish. Nail file is Daria's, that's the cat's. Let's try nail polish. This. Okay, so no. That sounded like a no sound. What are you doing? Okay, what am I doing? This? Nope. I think we're finished here. I don't think... Wait. To be honest, a better show than this. Don't... Let's go. Wait. Attention everyone. Okay, before we do anything hasty we might regret later, I have a few facts to point out. Okay, cool. The locker was vandalized using a sharp cutting implement. Although this could indeed be accomplished with the nail file found in Daria's locker, there are other items aboard this train car that could have a similar effect. For example, a bladed striped specimen. There is someone sitting in the gallery right now currently possessing such an item. To not consider all possibilities at this juncture would be irresponsible. Therefore, I suggest the defense call a new witness to the stand. Yes, thank you. Good gravy. This jade blood accuses you of committing the capital offense of vandalizing a sacred historical artifact, which also happens to be a piece of subversive contraband. Do you understand the gravity of this accusation? It is a double crime. What if I did do it? Okay. Wild. What? Is this a confession? We're just talking hypotheticals here. See, the troll who committed this crime is both nimble with a blade and true brain genius. And while I will not admit to anything that would incriminate me, based on these attributes, you are right to suspect me. Oh my god, are we really doing this? I must defend my honor. You wouldn't expect a low blood to understand. We're the same blood caste, you absolute dumbass. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her. Joy's not gonna rise to some weak bait like that. Just try me. Let the games begin. Let's engage in a thought experiment. Let's say I did it. Let's say we're having a deeply intellectual exchange of free speech in which the possibility of my participation in such an act would not result in prosecution. In such a model, one might say that this crime could not have been accomplished with a third-rate specibus, such as a nail file. The cut is too elegant to have been inflicted by a plebeian using a feminine grooming tool. If you're saying that this is a crime, indeed a feat of agility and intellect, then you must have committed by the most cunning warrior poet on the train. In theory. Are you satisfied the current witness is obviously trolling the court? Well, yeah, aren't we all trolls here? We sure are. Way to make that awkward. Anyway, something is still bugging me. Let's go over it again from the top, if you insist. Okay. Okay. Let's present. I think the model has something to do with it, because it too has been cut. You would make a suggestion like that, but this simple garbage has absolutely no bearing on the case at hand. Okay. But it was fixed with nail polish. Okay. Wait. Is that true? That's not possible for the lock to have been cut by a nail file? Well, asserting that your client could not... Well, no. In that case, my line of... It's because she loves to argue. About how she doesn't want to pick fights. Are you trying to embarrass me in front of every stranger we meet on this trip? Okay. The nail file is the best reinforced corundite slab on the market. It would be quite sufficient to cut through one of the cheap locks we use. You're not helping. I'm not trying to, yeah, clearly. So it'd be more accurate to say that it's your opinion that the lock could not have been cut by a third-rate blade like a nail file. Is it? Okay. This internet history. With this simple card, blah, blah, blah. Is that a confession? Not as such. It's a dialectal experiment. What does that even mean? It means he's wasting the court's time. Okay. This entire digression is pointless. Really think big brain words. You have to prove he was hanging near the walkers around the time when the book was... That's what I'm saying. It's this thing. Come on. Okay, but like, why not? They aren't baseless. Yeah, hey Joey, as much as listening to this guy makes me want to gouge out my oral canals, this is going nowhere, and I think it's time you stepped aside and let the guy. Okay. I was really hoping that when it said game over, it was gonna let me skip out of the trial portion, and boy howdy, it did not do that. Basically this guy just leads you around in circles a couple times. There's a tangent about waifus. I don't know. I started after a little while. As you can see, I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do here. I was on like 4 different websites and like 2 different videos, and it just, I hate this guy. I hate this guy so much. Like recording this took 5 hours, and I think only like 3.5 of those was actual gameplay. But there's no reason this guy should have taken so long. I've never wished death on a character so quickly. But I think if you do go frame by frame, I think you can kind of see where we're at. But eventually I did figure it out. It just took such an ungodly long time. And there was, I don't know if I just kept getting in loops, but I kept getting stuck and not being able to get out of them, where like we'd have the exact same 2 comments of conversation. So I really was trying so hard to get out of this one. This trial was awful and I hated it. And I almost had a couple meltdowns. When I had dinner, I felt a little bit better, but the imminent meltdowns were still a reality. This guy just keeps talking. Like non-stop. Oh, he's still going. I sped it up 1,000 times. Like 1,000 times faster than the rest of the video. And he's still annoying. We're still going. So yeah, this is probably my least favorite part of the game. I hope they don't do anything like this in future acts. I was also a little concerned this was the end of Act 2, but it's not. So don't worry, there's more after this. It's just this was awful. I also was recording too much for one day, I think, and I think I just drained myself 100%, and that wasn't a good move. But look at me taking my meds like a good person. Yeah, he's the worst kind. I really enjoy Marvis's character, but this dude with the sword is grating. He's very grating. Wait, before Lanera steps up to the stand, I have something really important to say. Hello, everyone. Oh wow, it's a little scary to be up here in front of all of you. Especially since I have a terrible traumatic secret that will change the whole course of the trial. What sort of traumatic secret, dear? It really hurts to do this, woo. But I'm closing. Her voice is going to be something like, it's not even that. It's, my blood pressure aches, but I cannot stand by and do nothing. No, we're not doing that. You see, in order to protect her sweet, innocent Daria, I must present a piece of evidence that might implicate another one of my precious friends. I have before me Lanera's secret diary. Her what now? Lanera has a secret diary? Of course she has a secret diary. How dare you? How do you even know about that? You always write in it during lessons when you think I'm not paying attention. Anyway, contained within our detailed dates and times. Oh my gosh. It proved Daria could not have stolen any part of the Rainbow Emotions saga. Pass the diary over, sweetheart, and let the auditors scrutinize the documents. The relevant timeline starts on page 406. I bookmarked it for you. Ooh, ooh. Oh, yes, I see. Incredibly detailed account of each jade blood was during the theft of all parties are accounted for, including Lanera, of course. Don't keep it all to yourself, sis. Share the hot goss. Of course I will. Now read aloud the appropriate passage concerning the accrues. And then, Daria had to go toddle off to the Blue Bud car to hit on someone, like the slut she is. And she claimed she was just getting a midday snack for 20 whole minutes at 15:30? Someone needs to call her already. She's such a blank who makes my blank tremble. What? There's a lot of blanks. I wish she'd just disappear. I wish she contrived a series of events that would happen in order to excommunicate her from our commune. What is all that, and how are you making that noise with your mouth? Oh, Lanera censors her diary with nail polish. That seems counterproductive. I didn't write any of that. Or maybe I wrote some of it. Most of it. But not all of it. If all of this is true, I think this disqualifies Daria from being the culprit since she was getting a snack during the theft. Yeah, sure, a snack. She was definitely getting a snack. This is an exciting development. Thank you very much for sharing a piece of evidence like this, dear. Is there anything else you would like to present before the court? No, that's all. I hope it clears some things up. Well, this was extremely helpful. We will have to call Daria up to the stand before I can confirm or deny anything within this journal. Wait! I'd like to look at the diary before we go any further. There might be some important details inside. I want to call a recess. A recess, but we're at our most exciting part of the trial. I don't know, I could use an intermission. Oh my god. The anticipation gets you all lubed up for the main event. What? Lanera's secret diary is pretty incriminating. Every single jade is accounted for during the theft except for her, and she's certainly got a motive. She probably could have broken the lock, but something doesn't feel right about this. I don't know, I can't really put my finger on it. Yeah, me neither. Maybe it's because we've got nothing to cross-reference. Like we're relying on this one piece of evidence alone. Is this journal the only truth you have? Then you've got to believe in it. But what if it's not the whole truth? Then you must discover more of your truth. If something feels wrong, it's your duty to investigate further and call your uncertainty before it grows into a monster. Okay. I really am going to finish this. I'm going to finish this if I have to burn down my entire computer system. Okay. I think she knows what's really going on. Okay. We traded them for flashlight batteries. Not a flashlight. Oh no. Okay. Excuse me. Your handwriting is so bad we can't figure out what they say except for the one page with the fan fiction on it. You think I'll just step up and tell you who did it? No, I'm running an experiment and I'm going to see it run through the end without contaminating the results. This is unfair. We know it's unfair. It's the troll system. Okay. Suppose I can tell you if you're on the right track. Present 2 pieces of evidence to me that prove someone committed a crime. And I'll tell you how right you are. I would like to present Sure. You got it. Okay. Now for the tricky part. Who committed the crime? Explain. can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm really confident in my accusation, guys. I want to make sure everybody hears it. Okay, we're gonna start it up. Hi everyone, thanks for returning to court on such short notice. They're all looking at me. I hope I can pull this off. Recess was like 5 minutes max. No, my crisis was definitely longer than 5, and then sirens went off. I'd like to call Wanshi back up to the stand, please. Is there a problem, Miss Legislator? Big problem. You see, I have discovered something unscrupulous. Oh dear, I hope none of my precious friends turn out to be guilty, woo. I'm going to lose my mind if this takes any longer. Your friends? Guilty? No. You're the guilty one. Me, but whatever have I done? You framed one of your fellow Jades is what you've done. What a ridiculous claim. This delicate sweetheart couldn't even frame a picture. Excuse me. This is a serious accusation. Yeah, we know. Just let the trial end. Oh my god, let it end. I am prepared to defend it. Wanshi stole Linera's diary, falsified the contents within, presented it to the court to make Linera look guilty. She wanted Linera to be convicted. She wanted everyone to know Linera hated Daria and that Linera wanted Daria to disappear. But Wanshi made it all up. Oh, please, you cannot possibly prove any of this. Linera's journal is very clear on the matter. Don't you see? Wanshi altered... I hate that name. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. Linera's journal. And she was the only one who could do it. We know from the previous testimony that the Jades didn't know Linera even had a diary. Wanshi was the only person who knew about the existence of it, and also the only person who knew Linera censored random words with nail polish, which is super weird, but whatever. All of you were shocked when she presented it before the court, and Linera treated it as a fact that random passages were blocked out with black polish. But Linera also said that she didn't write everything presented in the passage you read, Stelsa, which meant some of it was made up. So all signs point to the frame job perpetuated by Wanshi. Okay. Yeah, I hate that guy. With all due respect, your accusation is wrong. I'm not capable of hurting any of my beloved friends, Uwu. I'm perfectly innocent. Objection. As much as the witness may try to deny her guilt, I have irrefutable proof of her crime. I have a sample of her handwriting. Is that from my Slow Burn Soldiers Pure Beast fan fiction journal? If you compare the pages I have presented here to Linera's diary, you can see the striking similarities in penmanship. The swoopy loops and the funny curly letters don't match up with the rest of the entries in the diary, but they do match up with the Wanshi's own notebook page. Wow, where'd you get that page? It was in Tezia's notes. Where did Tezia get that? Shh. I guess you caught me. You're right, I wrote fake stuff in Linera's diary to slathered some extra nail polish on it to make it look like she wanted to shove Daria off a train. Sorry for lying, everyone. How could you? Wow, how dare you? You're admitting to it just like that? Well, yeah, I did it after all. I had enough fun. I might as well give it up before anyone gets killed. Wait, killed? I thought my plan was pretty clever. I'm surprised you found me out, Ulu. You're in for a very thorough scolding once we return home. You will experience 1. Limited access to Soldier Purby's books in our library. 2. No desserts for pierogi. 3. A very long time out. Boo. And confiscate her H2D merch, too. Now that's just too far. Are you kidding? She tried to call me. Wait, what is even happening here? Just some dull interpersonal drama. Getting sleepy with all this plagiarism. Yeah, I gotta say this is a pretty dumb conclusion. I thought the climax would be way more exciting. Conclusion, but we still don't know who stole the book. No, wait, Joey, please don't try and argue. Please. Nevertheless, I believe my experiment has run its course. Particularly if His Honorable Tyranny and most of the court wants to tune out before anyone gets called. Should we call it a day, Honorable Tyranny? Yeah, we done so. What's the formal jargon for the closing ceremony? How about we call it a mistrial? Mistrial called, let's get out of here. Nice. What do you mean? by mistrial. There was no hemofluid spilled. How am I supposed to be satisfied with this? Okay. What are you guys talking about? What a wild ride with an anticlimactic ending. I feel like I'll learn something important today. I can't tangibly define what said lesson is, but I'm sure it's critical to her personal development in some way. I wish I got convicted so I didn't have to listen to this. Yeah, same. You don't wish that at all. I'm certain you're as glad as I am. Everything worked out impossibly well. Now we can be happy, complacent, cloister once again. Friends forever. Best of friends. Literally call me this is the worst possible outcome. Okay. Thanks all participating in my test trial. And the special hats off to this honorable tyranny for running the ring. Sucks nobody got guiltied. Well, thanks for the memories. As for you, my little peppercorn, I'll see you. What? Okay. I don't really care if that's a good stopping point. That is the stopping point because this recording is going on 5 hours right now and I have to cut it down a bunch. I hated that. That was awful. Oh boy. Okay. We still have the rest of the train. I know that because I read ahead a little bit, so whoops, my bad. I'm gonna go do something that is not related to this. I should finish my dinner. If you want to watch the next one, hopefully there's less suffering in it. I'll see you later though. Bye guys. Thanks for watching. I did a quick outro because I thought that was going to be the end of the video because I had to keep stepping away. There was so much working against me to finish that video. But just wanted to say thanks for watching. Hope you had fun. I'll work on the game some more next week. And we'll see y'all later. Bye.